No, don't close the doors.
All right, everyone, we are about to begin.
No way in,
Your
way
attention,
out.
please.
All right. Does anyone oppose?
What?
Gator,
I'm
not
opposed.
you. Gator, I love you, but Party McDonald's. I would like to welcome everyone to the secret panel. This year, our topic is furries. Alright.
Real quick before we start, can I please get a roll tide?
Y'all already know I gave a piss about nothing but the tide, baby! Alright, so brief introductions are in order. In case you have not been to one of these panels before, can I get a shout out to Tiger?
Let's go, Tiger!
Your panelists today. We have myself, Puppy. We have
Puppy.
Nev, the little guy, loves Oreos. We have Fez Fox, a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science.
That's actually computer engineering.
Will probably be working somewhere else pretty soon.
Yeah.
We have Dude. He's gonna need some help. And we have Ethel, who is a deer. And a deer. Is this too loud right now?
No. It's good.
Okay. We have Nacho Varg, which unfortunately he was not able to make it this time, but he will make a later appearance.
Varg is how it's pronounced.
Yes. And unfortunately, Dr. Saul Thatting.
That fucker, I've been texting him all day, no response. And he's just absolutely ghosting the panel, despite being our singular academic contact for most of the materials here.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was a student of theology.
Can I please get a boo for Dr. Saul
Go
Thatting?
This fucker needs to be, his tenure needs to be gone. Remove him. Just fucking cancel
him out of
Cancel
here.
that.
All right, so unfortunately, our professional psychiatrist, whatever, theology guy,
Theologist.
The only guy with the dog.
the only guy with a doctorate on the panel, not here. I would really like to sincerely apologize.
It says a lot about our academic institutions.
I mean, the American education system, am I right?
For profit.
So I would
not.
like to move over to a brief reading section with Griffez.
I mean, this is the whole
Excerpts
panel.
from Cute Acceleration.
Yeah, so as you all might have gathered, this is going to be a Cute Accelerationism reading, group reading. We're going to have questions. We're going to really dive into the text. So starting from page 19, I'm sure you all have your copies.
You guys all did the required reading, right?
Yeah.
We're up to page 19 right now.
The chapter begins, Treats, Omnomnomodology, the Vor machine. Even Vor is Cute Accelerationism, as long as there's no chewing. Getting swallowed is just one big hypercuddle, and being digested by Capital's tungsten carbide tummy won't hurt. Cute's affinity with compactness finds comfort in tight frames, which is just another kind of hug after all. Hence
Hey,
the ubiquity-
Griffez.
Yeah,
What kind of panel do you think you're on? We're not.
we're doing a group reading.
No,
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah, that's.
No.
Yeah, Puppy told me we're doing a group reading.
No.
I bought
No.
the book.
This is not
I
a
bought
bar
the
panel.
book.
It's not a bar panel.
This is no board panel.
Then what is it?
It's not a board panel.
What is it?
Okay, I think
You know what?
Okay. I think you need to calm down.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
I think you need to leave and take a break, okay? Go get a drink. You need to chill out. Okay.
I would like to sincerely apologize to everyone in the audience. This is not a board panel. We are not listening to excerpts from Cute Accelerationism.
No. We got something good for you. The Warrior Season 2. All right. So we have some important characters that we need to introduce to you.
No, Gator, come back. Trust.
No, trust. Officer Jimmy McNutty, the Wire. He is the Wire. Next up, Nut. Next up, we have Omar Little, the Goat. He's the Goat.
In case anyone is confused, he's the goat because he's gay. So,
He's the gay anti-hero. Love him. Anyway, we got some more important characters that we need to discuss. The Bunk. The Bunk. Next up, we got Stringer Bell, the evil goat.
black sheep, if you will.
Yeah. Some important things to note. I hope you guys paid attention to the last one at TFF 24 because otherwise you're missing a lot of context here.
Yeah, we all watched season 1 of The Wire, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know we didn't get all the way through it. It was a little difficult, but just important things. Avon Barksdale is in prison now.
Yes,
Stringer Bell.
so wait, real quick. Genuine spoilers for The Wire.
Genuine spoilers for The Wire right now.
Season 1.
Stringer Bell has assumed command of the Barksdale turf and supply chain. Kinda winning it right now. Lieutenant Daniels is now sidelined due to picking a case over his career when given the chance. Kemar has threatened to transfer to a desk job and then actually did it, but can't resist the lure of a good case. Now, I know you might be a little disappointed, but Notch O Varg is not a part of The Wire Season 2.
Is he part of season 3? Find out.
We'll find out next year.
Find out next year at The Wire season 2 again.
We have a new breed of criminals in The Wire Season 2, okay? Check this guy out. Frank Sobotka.
I was wondering if he put the accent on it.
Yeah. A union leader pushed to crime to save his union.
Pushed too far.
Pushed too far, a reasonable man. Frank Sobotka is a tragic hero of the Port of Baltimore. Now, you might be wondering, how did this happen?
What drives a man to do the things that he's done?
That is the part of the story we tell today. What a beautiful morning. It is a wonderful thing to wake up in your own home. Oh wow, I think I hear the milkman now.
I am the milkman. Milk is delicious. Here's your milk.
Oh boy, let me get into my new car. This is incredibly intricate and sophisticated work of engineering. The geomet...
Let me tell you, in case you dudes don't know, the Geo Metro is actually sold as a Suzuki Swift in some markets, and I'll tell you, it's got a 1 liter 3-cylinder. That thing gets like 50 miles to the gallon. I know a guy who bought one. It got like 70 miles to the gallon, came with 8 batteries. Okay, and they're either dead reliable or they're horrid, and I don't know what to tell you. You know, so
Okay, all right. Well, fuck your Geo Metro.
No, my Geo Metro.
And your milk? It's drink!
No! My Geo Metro has to work!
Now, you're thinking, how could this happen to me? How could this happen to anyone? The answer to that is the economic downturn of 2008! I think this is the wrong slide.
Wait, there you go. Sorry about that.
Yes, sorry. I am Dr. Saul Batting. I'm a student at
Wait,
Cambridge.
let's get a round of applause for Dr. Saul Batting!
I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, sorry, I took the green line, I took the orange line, and I took the green line. There wasn't a furry convention anywhere, but I'm here now. So the economic downturn of 2008, it caused a lot of people to lose their homes, lose their jobs. Yeah, there we go, at 2008, yeah. So a lot of people lost basically their whole lives in this giant economic upheaval. And what this really did was set the stage for the hero of today's panel. Somebody we all hold near and dear to our hearts. Somebody really affected by this Great Recession, as it's called today. And so we have here today our hero, our prophet, our savior.
No, we got the text.
We got the text. It says our hero.
If I told you guys that this was
hero, right
intentional,
there.
would you believe me?
Or this will be our protagonist for today's panel. He is a savior, a champion for what is just, or perhaps some people would say he is our villain. And his name is Aries Rabbit, or Aries the Rabbit. Let me take it away.
So, good. Hello. There we go. We're good. I had to rub it a little bit.
Amateurs
So, our protagonist, Aries the Rabbit, is a white rabbit. I mean, it kind of makes sense here. But a few interesting characteristics about Aries the Rabbit. Character species, rabbit. Favorite music, Samoan rock. And you might want to pay attention to this one. It's an important detail for later. Favorite TV show and or movie is Zootopia. Ooh, that's an important detail right there.
And he is not accepting trades. Do not offer a trade.
No commissions, no trades, nothing. Now, you might think about the favorite game, The Sims 3. This will also come very important later. What's his favorite music? Hooligan Chase.
No, it's
Samoan rock, but
Thank you, Sammy.
I didn't look at
Not to say you forget the right answer.
His favorite music is Samoan rock.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Speak your truth. Thank you for the crowd for paying attention, because clearly the fuck I'm not. Anyway, favorite gaming platform, Xbox 360. Favorite animals, the rabbit. And favorite site, crackerbarrel.com. And then you're gonna want to listen to this one. The favorite quote is "Flibbity flu, dasa just how a bee on a dish big ol' EO."
Isn't that a reference to Waiting for Godot?
If you know, you know.
Oh, what the fuck just happened? Okay. Yeah. So now that we know our protagonists, we can start on the story. We start Chapter 1. By what means Aries Rabbit attained the style and title of the Prophet?
God bless.
God bless. Mr. Doctor, take it away.
Yes, so Aries would go on to attain the silent title of prophet. Naturally, he would be the spiritual leader for his religion, but the earliest chapters in this chronology come from a close confidant who, for the purposes of witness protection and anonymity, will be called Pally for the purposes of this presentation. So, Pally would go on to tell us many things about the early time in the prophet's life. So he said that he knew Aries in middle school, and he was kind of a weird guy. He would always be rambling around rabbits, especially Cream the Rabbit from Sonic. I think his favorite game from that series was Sonic Adventure 2, and by favorite I mean he would literally never shut up about it. Nebby?
Can you believe that?
No, we're not. No, read the Read the fucking text!
We would like to apologize for that. That's not true.
His family was pretty well off for a while. His dad had worked for Enron, after all. What the hell was the period? But I'm pretty sure there was always some family trouble behind the scenes. According to him, his mom had fingers in the pie. I still don't really know what he meant by that. Let me know if you're able to decode that, LOL.
Lol.
Anyway, his dad had to work on home mortgages. You can guess how that was going by the time '08 hit. I mean, my family had it much easier, luckily, but man, they got it rough.
After that, they defaulted on their loan and lost the house. They crammed into what I think was a studio apartment somewhere. I feel a little bad for him, but that dick ass never gave me back my copy of The Sims Busting Out for Game Boy Advance.
I can't believe this shit. And there goes the Geo Metro, baby! It's moving along. All right, now we move into the relevance of The Sims. So Pally kept in touch with Aries, who shared pictures of his creations in The Sims. The game functioned as somewhat of a coping mechanism, allowing him to enjoy luxuries and pretend privacy no longer afforded to him due to living in a studio apartment with his family of 6. It also served as a creative canvas to exercise his fantasies.
Is that Cream the Rabbit?
I think that is Cream the Rabbit. So it turns out, yeah, this guy is kind of fucked up, but it's okay. Now, and unless dude has anything to say.
I just want to say specifically for Cream the Rabbit, okay? Like, chill out.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Aries needs to just kind of chill out. Anyway, we will move over to our resident theological professional on the holy texts.
Yes, so many holy texts talk about the revelation of the light as it relates to the core tenets of their faith. So if we have the Torah, faith comes from God. You know, the light and life comes from God. So in the beginning there was nothing. God created the heaven and the earth. The earth was without form and void, blah, 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 blah. God said, let there be light. And suddenly there was light imparted upon the void before him. Likewise, in the dialogues of the Buddha, it's very self-centered. Perception predates knowledge. Knowledge is from where we get light, enlightenment, and from that we can escape the cycle of Dharma. And with the Sims 3, the first holy text comes from Aries the Rabbit, who says, Sims 3, fucky wucky. Salutations, fellow furs. I was wondering if any Simmersionists, such as myself, have experience with the game doing things on its own. Every time I load a save, there seems to be something different in the house. Something is like it's been going for hours without me changing a thing. My siblings have their save files separate, so it can't be them. P.S. Wouldn't it be cool if they made a furry Sims game? Like you can play as a rabbit or a wolf or a hare. I should work at EA. Did they? Holy fuck! Werewolves!
You do not need to.
Remind me about that after the panel. Holy shit.
To be fair, this was written 16 years ago.
Yeah, this was 16 years ago, but I gotta know about this.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we gotta
thank
be
you.
in the know.
It's 17 now.
17! Anyway, Aries the Rabbit would go on to write, "Fucky Wucky continued. Sims weirdness continues. Open up the home today and all the Sims seem to be sick. There's rotten food about the house that seemed to contribute to the illness. My siblings thought it was funny and they say they didn't do anything. Dad had us eat leftover pizza from last night and we all got sick in real life too. Maybe that was the funny thing. Fucky Wucky Part 3. I loaded the save to find the apartment aflame and the toaster broken. It seems the simulations are continuing when no one has the game open. I wonder what they do in there. And our toaster broke down in real life too. One more keepsake from the old house gone. Funny how art reflects life. Hashtag deep."
Now, hashtag deep is what I say when I look at a really big hole in the ground.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's really funny. 'Cause you talked about saying that before, and I was like, you should say that.
Lucky. Can't complain about this one. Dad's sim got a new job, and now there's more money to play around with in the game. Wish I could have been there to congratulate him, but I guess that's life. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon and all that. He's had a bit more pepin in his steps in real life too, but hasn't mentioned the raise to anyone. Who knows? It is neither fucky nor wucky. In spite of our financial situation, our father has just gifted my eldest sister with a personal computer for her birthday. I haven't even a bed to myself, and yet this is what she is allowed. Such privatized leisure on the family dime. But perhaps worst of all is that I knew this was coming. After all, her sim had gotten one just last week without me laying a finger on the Xbox in that time.
It's unfair.
It's not a bug, it's the future. Hashtag Bapanada. Bapanada! Now, as Tommy speaks in the Dad Sees Scrolls, there is oftentimes a relation between games, the fiction we create, and reality. Now, who can tell me what this is on the right side of the slide? Anyone?
Yeah, please in the back.
Yes, that is the Kabbalah. More specifically, this is the Sephiroth, the means by which the Lord interacts with our material reality. It is made up of 10 crystals and 26 pathways. Now, crystals. Where have we seen crystals? The Sims! Exactly!
Uh-oh. Wait, we lost image. We lost picture. The Sims is too strong.
Fucky Wucky!
The Fucky Wucky continues.
Fucky Wucky winners!
Now happens when you solve the clues. If the intersection of the divine and the material world can be defined by a logical relation, then it stands to reason that computers can create the same simulation of our reality. Now I have this paper here that defines such a capitalistic relation. I won't get too much into the semantics of how we can recreate the Kabbalah here, but it stands to reason that we can create the same series that our divine Lord uses to create our material world. Now, if this can create the material world in which you live, it stands to reason that the computer can do the same thing within itself. Now, naturally, I'm so much of a zealot in the eyes of the normal theologistic community, so I will overturn the table to someone more, let's say, cynical, maybe stupid towards this way of thinking.
Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. Also, Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Yeah!
No, it's my turn on the Xbox.
Okay, I can see there might be
No.
some room. There might be some room for your interpretation. However, this would be the birth of the prophet as we know him today. he would eschew his physical appearance to take on a more theological role in the community. And he would etch the symbol of his religion into his body as a signal to the rest of us to follow his word. And so he said, Babanada! Babanada! Yesterday was written in the simulation that the apartment shall be no more! A history left asunder, a world bereft its meaning, its denizens. Today is the last in this meager dwelling. A rental house looms on the horizon, where I shall live in a room all to myself. Tomorrow, I shall no longer be Aries Rabbit. I shall serve the divine will and act as messenger to the unbelievers. There is a plan for all of this. To this end, I shall reform my digital self into the future I deserve. I shall etch the holy symbol into my virtual avatar. You must believe! Babanada! Babanada! It's not a bug! It's the future!
I want everyone to pretend like they didn't just see that.
I would like to introduce everybody to Chapter 2, containing an account of the misfortunes and disasters that befell the prophet. Number 1, a university that did not educate. Skelto, to better oneself. Today, your prophet has chosen the path of the scholar. I have gained significant access to a network of the world's greatest minds to sharpen my wit and whet my appetite for knowledge. I have enrolled in Education Connections!
90s kids will remember that one. It's Education Connections is basically a college finder, but it's not higher education.
Education Connection. You too can aspire to make minimum wage someday.
It appears that Aries was a little confused about what higher education actually was, but I don't blame him. College is pretty difficult. At the same time, I have begun a process of deep spiritual journey in The Sims. As my family works around me, I shall grind my digital self to mastery in all skills available to my virtual soul. With each skill, I can feel myself, my sim, my smelf, under the mantra of this path. Skelto, he says. And so, Skelto, I command each one of you, my students. Even now, I can feel my mind glowing in the process of enlightenment. Laugh all you want. I can pull powerful strings. I'll be a skull and bones in no time. You must believe! Babanada! As we can see, Aries is here studying Education Connections.
Now you'll notice
In The
that the progress bar for a skill in The Sims aspires towards the plumb bob, that being the crystal or the emerald lord, as it will be referred to later. This sort of shows us that we are aspiring to the divine self rather than the material self. It's quite a deep message that Aries has left for us here.
I'd like to point out that Aries is on 3 hours of sleep in this screenshot.
Do you need more?
I don't know. Now, number 2, a romance never to be.
Basically, Aries gets a job at Starbucks because he thought someone was hot.
No.
The Emerald Lord has rewarded me for my faith and has shown me to the new light in my life. Like the music of angels, she strode upon the prophet's lot in glorious black and green, her hair flowing like a warm summer's breeze. And then, I see her there in the Starbucks. I applied immediately. My parents will be happy to see that I'm contributing financially to our lives, where before I was but our spiritual guide, though they scorn my word. We will work together until the day she shall be my bride and prophetess. I shall woo her, and then I shall woo her. You must believe! Babanana!
And next, a romance never to be, except we're already here. But we can see in The Sims, unfortunately, this dude ain't got no fucking riz.
Nuh-uh. Not only within
Sometimes
the
you
Sims.
leave a bad first impression.
It's not only within the Sims, but within the Sims, but within the prophecy.
And then our next sub-mini itty-bitty chapter, a workplace where no work was done.
Locane, to shelter from hardship. The Sims is not just a means to craft your own futures, but to shelter yourself from the hardship on the horizon. Just today, I was warned of a tragedy to strike. The coffee maker in my Simchin burst into flames, endangering the prophet's current avatar. Of course, with this knowledge, I may elude fate's trap. I've informed Ed, my shift manager. By the way, the rest of the text makes it very clear that Ed is a fucking dick. I hate that motherfucker. That Starbucks will operate without me today. May the fires of Webling consume him. Babanana, you must believe. Babanana! And here we see the prophet amidst the flame, unbothered, sheltered, thriving.
Next up, we have further madness in the prophet's vision. A warning from beyond. Today's vision was glorious and profound. I was visited by a spirit of the Everlord, bathed in light and dark. He set upon me from inside my home, uninvited and unannounced. Truly, he is an agent of the will. As he traveled room to room, bearing witness to the fruits of my faith, he sat upon my belongings and liberated them. Fuck. And in doing, he liberated me. Friends, do not attach... God damn it! Do not attach yourself to material things. The simulation proves to us that this is not the true world. It lies past the matrices of reality we are shackled within. And like that, the intervention of the infinite has ended. But my teaching continues. Babanada. Babanada!
And I believe that this, friends, is perhaps the truest witness to the faith. How else could one see such a enlightening and spiritual encounter? What other means is there for one to be enlightened
Hey,
so?
Doc.
Yeah?
You're joking, right?
Huh?
You're joking?
What do you mean? There's proof. There's proof for your profligates.
This is a screenshot of The Sims, dude.
Look at this man's encounter with the angel of the divine.
How do you know he's not lying?
There's another picture, man.
Right, F12 on his fucking keyboard.
Yeah, he caught proof of the divine interacting with the simulation.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what that is.
That is an angel of light and dark.
Are you
friend.
sure?
Yes.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm
he's
not.
clad in white and black. He's liberating him from the material world.
I think that's just a dude dressed in a thief outfit, Dr.
Thief?
This guy has his valuables in a bag in Sims. This shit ain't real.
I think this is coded into the game. Did EA know about it too? About the prophecy?
Maybe? I'll send him an email. We'll see who's right.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Now, unfortunately, and fortunately for us, a faint light on the horizon.
Behold,
Behold,
a hope for the future.
The Sims
A
4.
new text by which we may prove our faith. The Sims 4.
Can I get a round of applause for The Sims 4? Now, I would like to start up a brief intermission to call out someone near and dear to my heart. This is a call-out post to Cookies and Yeen, otherwise known as Nima, for drawing this year's panel flyer edition.
Why am I the toilet? Wait a second. What's going on here?
What the hell? Also, shout out to Alexi. Alexi, yeah, there you are, buddy! Yeah! Now,
And shout out to the Prophet for guiding us on our spiritual journeys. Woo! Papa Nada!
so now that we've completed our brief intermission, we will move on to chapter 3. Chapter 3, the end of things. Unfortunately, our prophet has met the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse upon the release of this video. Vine Sauce's Joel, Sims 4, Hell on Earth.
Hearsay. It's come to my attention that Joel L. Vinesachi has mocked the new text. He has created simulations of torturous and corrupt nature. Each stream he subjects the souls of the damned to what must be eternities of torment that they are powerless against. I must stop him. Babanada!
And now, the next phase, the temple burns. Infamy. So it would appear you Vine Sauce fans have found my posts good. Like Martin Luther, I am about to nail 95 theses into that thick skull of yours. This Joe you venerate is an antichrist, seeking to enact his vile will on the world around you. Your laugh at his streams where he creates a living hell from which souls have no agency or salvation. You cackle as you descend into the boiling pitch with them. And he sits above you, pulling the strings, pulling your very reality apart. What else would you expect from an agent of corruption? Laugh all you want. I will stand here trying to repair the rifts he sows. In fact, I'll make it all the easier for you. Behold, my new appearance. Those who laugh may find themselves torn asunder for all I care. The true believers will heed my word, regardless of my digital appearance. Babanada. Abandoned. I find the simulation seems more and more to slip away from my present reality. My parents insist I get back to work at Starbucks, and yet the simulation churns on despite my unemployment. The prophet finds himself increasingly adept in writing and the arts, and yet I can't find the words to speak to name reacted for security purposes. What little allowance I have from my parents follows me while the prophet lives large. Has Joe severed my divine spark? Hashtag Locaine. Locaine is a sign of pain. We would like to give you an additional report from Pally.
As the years went by, Aries' parents started asking me to take him out to go do stuff. Grab lunch, go to the mall, hit up the theme park, anything. I think they were worried about him becoming a NEET or something. It was then that I found out about his mental breakdown in FA for Affinity. I tried reaching out, but he sent me a picture of a sim version of me in a pool with no ladder. He said, "Apologize, clock is ticking."
Look at that beautiful home though. Look at what a wonderful home he made for himself.
What architecture.
It truly has the divine spark within him.
Next up, we have The Intruder. Following a night of heavy drinking and simming, Aries discovers a new sim, who he dubs Jezebel, has moved into Samantha's home. Jezebel, the corrupting influence of Joel, has manifested in my world. I know not how to fight this darkness. Jocelyn, or as she ought to be called, Jezebel, has appeared across the street. Name redacted for security reasons. Won't talk to me in game anymore. I tried showing up to work today to talk things over with her, but Ed told me I'd been fired. Fuck that guy.
Fuck it!
I hate Ed. Aries is clearly in a time of strife, and Ed just fired him. Why would you just do that?
Because he's a cruel, cruel man.
Unfortunately, Aries made a shocking discovery. Someone I'd never seen before was behind the counter. I need to do something about this. She can't win. Hashtag Locaine.
So it's worth mentioning that the journals we show you here obviously are not the only journals on the Prophet's account. There is a vast array of holy text available for any of you to discover and find shelter in, find spiritual home within, to guide and to guard you in any spiritual strife you may encounter. So these are a few serial experiments that he performed in his attempts to get redacted to love him again. First, he tried murdering Jezebel within a pool, but naturally she reincarnated as a ghost and required a reset of the simulation to a prior chronological point. Next, he tried creating a rage room to deteriorate the relationship to a point where it would not be tenable. But naturally that did not work either, as they found solace within each other's souls. So, the next thing he did was separate them from each other, guarding this solitation chamber, which he says doesn't work either, and I can't finish this. This is a very difficult thing to speak about, but... Puppy, if you would. Oh, puppy.
Where they have, if I may, they made woohoo.
No, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Can I please get a boo? Unfortunately, Aries did not take this very well. And the next section of the story is labeled Armageddon. Shortly, Ares bulldozes the entire SimWorld, leaving only footprints of former houses. He raves about how destruction is creation and etc. He will be the new Adam, and Samantha will be his cream. Armageddon. I have raised this world to ash, to force my love to see me again. I shall be Adam, and she shall be my cream. And so Lilith shall sink again beneath. The great whore sits by the waters, sipping on a scarlet tea, full of the names of blasphemy, clothed in purple and scarlet, bejeweled with gold and precious stones and pearls. She is mother of all abominations on earth. She is drunk of the blood of the Sims, and is drunk on the blood of the Sims. Why the fuck is that there twice? But she and her father Joel shall not tear this world asunder. They cannot defeat the glory that is coming. I shall render the material of this world to ash. Her gaudy luxuries will sway my love no more. And at last, hand in hand and heart in heart, we shall be together. We shall create this world anew, and the believers will stand aside me. I will be the new Adam, and she will be my cream.
I'm sorry, this is a tangent, but can I please get a bapanada?
And, we can't just not have some visualization for this, but Ares really just went to town like, what the fuck, man? I think they just bulldozed their homes. They bulldozed their homes. I can't help but think that this is a sacrifice as a part of reliving their childhood trauma of the financial crisis of 2008, where they lost their home. But now they are the one exacting pain against those who have hurt them.
And yet, in all of this annulment of all material that exists in this world, in this vast destruction that he hoped had brought people together, he found instead that the thread of fate was severed, and for all of the pain and the suffering that he caused,
The redacted individual still sought comfort in the hand of Jezebel. There was no future for him and his beloved. There was nothing that awaited him at the end of all of this suffering. The destruction was meaningless, and in the end, nothing was gained.
Unfortunately, that is most of the end of the story. We will wrap up with the final knowledge that we have of Ares and his whereabouts. Samantha posts a Facebook picture of some gormless freak at the ladder of her pool. She says, when confronted, he ran off, never to be seen again, after threatening her that he will remove the ladder and she will perish in the pool. Unfortunately, she deleted that Facebook post, and we do not have the image. Goodbye. Change the world, Charin. My final message. Gator, get in here.
Gator, no. Gator, we're almost done. Just get in here.
All right. Well, that's it for now. Please continue on. Please perform our exit poll.
This is an exit survey. Please fill this out. Please clap. Can I please get a Papanota? Do we have any questions? As much as I love it, that is not a question. Please.
Will the prophet return?
Wait, I'm playing. Please repeat that.
Will the prophet return?
I hope so. I hope to God so, but unfortunately,
The prophet continues to exist in all of our hearts, and his words may be taken to guide us on our spiritual journeys.
Contrary to what everybody says up here, I hope not. We will get to you in a second there in the back, but first you're in the front, please.
So when are we gonna get to see season 3 of The Wire?
Don't worry. Next panel, we're working on season 2 of The Wire.
You in the rainbow shirts.
Two-part question.
Yes.
How much blasphemy was in here, and how often do I need to call the Spanish Inquisition?
I don't know, and all the time.
Yes.
Please.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
is not an instrument. You in the green.
Is it possible that Ares is in fact a pseudonym for the god emperor of mankind?
What do you think, Doc?
What do you think, Doc?
I think it depends on how you define God, and how you define emperor, and how you define mankind, and how you define of. Thank you.
Right over here on the right. Right? Yeah.
Right on the right.
Other four, could you summarize what you guys all said in the past hour-ish?
God is good, The Sims is good, buy more EA product.
I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what I've said in the last 15 seconds. So, besides Bapanada. So,
The fine young maid in the left.
you got your biscuit.
Oh,
But a nada.
But a nada.
There will be nada without Papa.
I like empanadas too.
Ooh, I like
okay,
empanadas.
that's okay.
Biscuit.
I have a question for the doctor.
Yes, please.
You seen any good movies recently?
I saw La Dolce Vita. It's Federico Fellini, 1960, I believe, black and white. It's about a perverted journalist as he goes through a empty but very sexual life, encountering many affairs to his wife's chagrin. Excellent stuff, beautiful film. Highly recommend Fellini's works. 8.5 is also excellent. You should check it out.
How about Hundreds of Beavers?
That is also very good. Very little dialogue, so you can put it on in the background at a party. Some people will only see the funny Looney Tunes bits and they'll get into it. Some people will see the kind of very structured format of the film where it kind of builds on itself. Enjoyable on every level, with or without audio. Check it out.
Do we have, oh yes, please. I will answer this one.
The diagram with the crystals that's from the Torah, it looks very similar to something in the intro to Evangelion. Is that it?
Yes, so Evangelion, or Evangelion, depending on how you pronounce it, uses the Tree of Life in its intro. Whether it's not the Sephiroth or the Kleeploth is, I don't know the answer to that. They use the same structure depending on the influence of evil or good in the material realm. But yes, it is the same sort of structure. They're both 10 crystals on 26 pathways that influence our world today, and obviously the same structure can influence the world of the Sims, as Aries believes.
Yes, please.
What is the ecological impact of the geometro?
I need for you guys to ask questions that I can answer. Anyways, doctor, please.
The geometro is in your purview, so I cannot answer.
Yes, please.
Where is Aries today?
We are all wondering that same question.
Hell, the answer is hell.
As Ethel, I know nobody heard her, but as Ethel has said, it could be any one of us. And it could be you.
Hell.
And it could be me. And it could be anybody in this room. But,
Could be even someone named Aries.
yes, it could be somebody named Aries. Bales, please.
Why do we care about
Roll Tide.
I was told from a young age that Roll Tide means gay pride in Alabama.
Yeah.
So I say it whenever I leave parties. Roll Tide.
And then additionally, y'all know, I ain't give nothing but a piss about the tide, baby. I fucked it up. Shut up, Winston.
This is his panel. Let him get it wrong.
Y'all know, I ain't give a piss about nothing but the tide, baby. Roll Tide! Our next question. You.
Yeah, with regards to The Wire, what the hell was Marlowe's problem?
Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh.
He was The Wire. If you came to our last panel, you would know what that is.
That's season 1. You know what that means. Anybody else? Please raise your hand. Yes, please.
Will there be any more secret panels to keep an eye out?
Listen. If you come to TFF or TFS, we're gonna have a secret panel every time. Okay? Yeah.
We're working on it.
Wait,
We're working on it.
Really quickly. Who in here? Are you all in the channel?
No.
Oh my God, Maro and Buddy, hello. I'm sorry. Are you all in the secret channel?
No.
No?
No.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pass that around. A wash, please.
Who's your favorite The Wire character and why is it Omar Little?
Because he's gay. I don't know what to say beyond that. Like
Mackenzie.
He's gay in base. Early 2000s character who's just like gay, like positive gay representation in base. That's actually like I know I'm really fucked up and drunk right now. That's an actual answer. I'm sorry.
Mackenzie. Omar is actually also just a badass, so
Mackenzie is based.
Yeah.
From the hit show
Gingy, please.
Can I ask Dude a question and have the doctor answer it?
Yes, you can ask Dude a question and have the doctor answer it.
Okay. Hello, I'm ready for your question and I'm ready for the doctor to answer.
That was the question, and it was not answered by the doctor.
I'm sorry. Yes, Bales.
Why is Nacho in The Wire?
Do you mean Notch O
Well, I would love to answer that question. I think you're referring to Notch O Varg. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait until The Wire sometime later season. Not season 2, but unfortunately, the next panel's about The Wire season 2. Anybody else have any questions? Hyper, please. The Wire. We will do that after we're done with The Wire season 2. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, please.
How much alcohol is involved in this year's secret panel as compared to last year?
Yes.
I'm not sure if anybody has noticed me leaning over to my fellow co-panelists. I've been telling them not only do I not trust myself to drive a car, I do not trust myself to ride a train right now.
I don't trust myself to host a panel.
You did an amazing job.
Doing it. Wait, here. 1 second, Biscuit. Allow Ethel to answer as well. How much alcohol is involved in this?
Several.
I don't know.
I can answer this question as well. I have had a good amount of the Borgarita, which is a quarter Deep Eddy's pineapple, a quarter mango pre-mixed margarita, a quarter cucumber lime with mint mixer, and a quarter ultra white monster.
What he chooses not to reveal is there were two Borgs.
There were two Borgs. Also, Biscuit, please.
Is there any way you can play the video of the Borgarita being made?
This is an 18 plus panel, but I don't want to say that stuff out loud in this panel. Also, we don't have internet. Even though I am staff, I don't want to connect to the staff Wi-Fi because I'm lazy.
I have the camera.
We're good. Bales.
Why is the 1997 GMT 400 platform so good?
Listen, I don't actually know, but I'm gonna bullshit about some shit for a little bit. Is that the one you got? I'll tell you, okay? First of all, they got small block Chevy in it, okay? Listen, that's great for the same reason the Windsor's great, okay? Because they made it for a million years. Great research into that platform. Great part supportability, okay? It's a truck, they wouldn't fuck around with it, okay? I honestly don't know. I don't know GM shit. I'm so sorry I failed you in this. Yes, please.
Can I ask a question?
That's why I pointed to you.
You just did.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rainbow shirt, please.
Do you think the Ford Ranchero GT is better than the Chevy El Camino?
It depends on what trim of the Chevy El Camino. I think the GT came with the 351 Cleveland.
Yes.
I love the Cleveland, and I love the 4-speed top loader, and I love the Ford 9-inch. But the Cleveland's not as great as the 351 Windsor. Okay? That's a controversial opinion. Despite the large valves on the Cleveland, I think the Windsor's based. I'm sorry, please.
Windsor, yes.
To speculate on Aries' past, why did his dad buy the elder sister a laptop and not a new bed for Aries? And real question is, what was going on in the house?
Well, as you know, the older sibling kind of trumps everything.
It's
Go to
really a
bed,
takedown of traditional
and we have
Abrahamic sibling relations where the eldest is given the birthright. This is a takedown of that, taking a more Marxist view to family dynamics. Aries the Rabbit clearly wants us to believe in the equality of all individuals regardless of chronological status. Continue, Puppy.
Thank you from our resident older sibling expert. Unfortunately, the doctor has been tormented by Go-to-Bed Daniels for many years.
Fuck you!
I apologize. That's actually not the doctor, that's Griffith's box.
What?
No, I'm Dr. Salthading.
But Griffez left.
Yeah, I saw that guy show me earlier.
No, I apologize. I'm saying that Griffith's box was I go to bed, Daniel. The doctor.
We have time for one more question.
Here's number 10.
Andy, Genji.
Doctor, in stance of Griffez Fox, can you answer if we're having Twin Peaks night the next Monday or the Monday after? Because technically next Monday is still TFF.
Both.
What?
Yes.
I know you had your hand open. Listen, my dad always told me never buy anything from Italians, it's not shoes. So that should answer that question. Yes, please. What?
Yes, please.
Are you in the secret chat? No? I will get you in the secret chat, and then if you send it in there, if you'd like, I'll include it in the next secret panel. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah, brother?
Yeah. All right, unfortunately, it is 12:30:42. I'm trying to be a good representative of panel etiquette, so it's time to get the hell out of here.